Hey everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and today I'm doing a play and review of Life of the Amazonia. And disclaimer that I was sent a review copy of this one. And if you like the content on the One Stop Co-op Shop, consider supporting us through Patreon. You get early access to our videos and exclusive videos every month you can't see anywhere else. You can also listen to our podcast for reviews and design discussions, or join the conversation on our Discord. So before I jump into the play, just some component clarification. So the adorable meeples you're going to see during the playthrough, those are standard in the game no matter what version you get. But they also sent me these deluxe expansions for the terrain that replaces the cardboard flowers and little constructed cardboard trees with wooden pieces. And in a similar vein, they sent me another mini expansion that replaces all of the tokens, because this is a bag builder, as you'll see, with wooden tokens. So there are some upgrades in here that you would not get if you just have the base game. But Life of Amazonia is a competitive game where you're trying to build the best kind of Amazon jungle possible, getting victory points. You're going to be building out these terrain tiles, inhabiting them with animals of different types, and each of these 8 animal types, these are used in every game, but they have 4 different versions of each animal with different art as well, which is nice. And actually, you know what? I just realized I meant to be on side A for this. There we go. 4 different versions of these animals. At first, they recommend just keeping them all within the same set, so all of the A's, all the B's, all the C's, all the D's. But eventually you can also mix and match if you want to. And how the game works in solo is they have several scenarios you can choose from. The scenario is going to define which set of animals you play with, although I'm doing the first scenario, which just lets you play with whichever one you want. And you're going to take 20 turns in the game, and at the end of each of your turns, this little token is going to slide over. Whenever it reaches a comet, you're going to draw a token from the Automa's bag, which is going to mess with the animal supplies and cards and things. So basically just kind of unexpectedly change what you have available to you. There are also on this side of the card a few bonus spaces that'll give you something nice when you get to them. And when you get to the bell, you've played through 20 turns, you check your score against some target scores based on the scenario you're playing. Like here in the one I'm doing, first mission, I'm going to get a bronze for 70, a silver for 100, and a gold for 140 or more. So not quite beat your own score, beat a target score, which I do tend to like better than beat your own score. But yeah, you're not actually going against a real Automa if that's something that's a deal breaker for you in solo. Well, let's go through what happens in the game and what you're kind of working with. So each player starts with one of these little starting tiles here with a bunch of hexes. The terrain in the game is forest, river, and marsh, or green, blue, yellow, whichever you like. Animals are going to be gated to certain types of terrain. You can only put trees on forest and flowers on river. So it's going to control a lot of things you can do. And many of the spaces have little bonus icons. If you place something on there, you get the bonus. One of the actions we'll be able to spend our resources on is to add more terrain tiles to our supply. But first I have to make a choice. At the beginning of the game, you get 2 animal choices from a set of cards. These are unique animals that don't match the 8 that everyone's buying. So like only I could place a sloth, or only I could place a Hoatzin. I'm going to go with the Hoatzin, so you get a little meeple for them. It's only a single one. And they have their own rules. So they're a large animal. Some are small, some are large. They're going to go across 2 hexes. One has to be forest, the other one can be anything. So I could place them like that, for example. And these bonus animals don't give you victory points. Instead, they give you an ongoing power once you place them. And they're free to place once you fulfill their requirements, which is this one must be adjacent to both a tree and a flower. But then for the rest of the game, once per turn, I can reduce the cost to get a tree or flower by 1. So I might want to find some combos that deal with trees and flowers. And the card also has a little seed icon in the lower left corner here, so I start with 1 seed. These are one-time use, basically wilds, that can stand in for any other resource type. All right, with that, we're ready to start the game. So let me explain what you're doing. So the game progresses through 2 phases: action phase, cleanup phase. The cleanup phase is when I'm going to move the little comet token, but the action phase is where the heart of things happen. So I've got 10 starter tokens in my bag, and I'm going to draw 5 for each turn. Zooming in a bit, I've got 2 water, 1 leaf, and 2 money. And the final type of token, which I think I only start with 1 of in my bag, is fruit. So before I actually play my first turn, just to explain the basics, these are the things I can use throughout the turn. At the end of the turn, I can save tokens for next turn, currently up to 1 token, but you can upgrade that capacity to eventually save up to 3 tokens. And saving tokens is not going to change my draw. I will still draw 5 tokens. I would just have, 5 plus that 1 to spend. But what you're doing in the action phase is using your resources to do a bunch of different actions. There are 8 of of them. Let's just run through them quickly. All right, first one, which is the main use of currency, of coins, is to purchase a resource token. You can kind of see the costs down here. So they have coins in 2, 3, 4 denominations. Actually, everything's 2, 3, 4. And the cost to buy them is 2, 5, 8. For leaves, 3, 6, 9. When you buy these things, they go straight into your discard boat. This is where discarded tokens are replaced. And then when you run out of tokens in your bag, you're going to shuffle them back in and get to actually use your upgraded stuff. And again, buying tokens is the primary use of coins. You can spend money on a few other things, but that's the main thing you're doing. There are 5 other actions on this big waterfall thing that you construct when you first play. This is made of cardboard. It comes with the base game. The cardboard is like slightly thin in the components, but I haven't had any trouble with anything ripping or anything in my plays so far. But yeah, you'll see the Automa has tokens on these 2 of these tracks out of the 4 tracks that I have my green tokens on. So each of these has the same basic rule in that you pay the cost underneath the next space you would move to. So for 1 leaf, I could go there. For 1 leaf, I could go there. For 1 water, I could go here. Then for 2 water, I can go here. For 2 water, again, I can go there. So what are these each doing? This one's going to get you a new terrain tile. There are always 3 to get, and you have to attach it to your existing terrain with at least 2 hexes adjacent. And then this gives you more spots to put animals and such. And whenever you move onto a space with a bonus icon, you get to resolve that as well. And if there are numbers above the space you've reached, that's the number of victory points you get. So I'll get 4, then 9, then 15. If a bonus like this leaf and this little special tile here has like little magic stars around it, that means that only the first person to get there receives the bonus. So like if I got here, I would get a free seed, but then if another player got here, they would not. Okay, so that one gets you terrain tiles. This one gets you trees, which again have to go on forest spaces, and they are worth victory points just for progressing on the track, but also a lot of animals are going to interact with them. And then similarly, this one gets you these water flowers that have to go on river spaces. And the final upgradable track is this one here. These are the number of resource tokens you can hang on to at the end of your turn. So right now I can hang on to 1. If I spend 2 water, I'll get to do a little culling, remove a token permanently action, and then I can hold on to 2 things at the end of every turn, and then eventually 3. And then finally, you can purchase bonuses. This is the other use of coins, although you don't want to usually do this until later in the game. This one up here is the relocate action. You can move an animal or a tree or something to another space if you need to. This one's called compost. Like I already said, it's culling permanently from your bag to improve your efficiency. This one is a special terrain tile. Just lets you take a terrain of your choice and put it on top of one of your tile hexes to make things work out better for you. And then finally, this one for 3 leaves gets you seeds, which again are a wild resource. And that actually covers a ton of the actions since there's so many there. The last 2 core actions, and these are the 2 that the Automa is going to mess with a lot. First is nature cards. There's 2 types. Each has 3 cards in offer at a time. The insect cards here, and these all cost water, by the way, so this is one of the main uses of water. The insect cards give you a one-time immediate benefit, like getting a special tile or getting to buy a resource token for 4 or whatever it says. While these cards give you endgame scoring, often based on like having a bunch of something or other. And then the last action, super important, is to place animals in your area. That's going to cost the amount indicated down here in the bottom left. You need to be able to put them on the terrain types indicated. The entire top row, you can only see 3 of the 4 here, but the entire top row are small animals that go on a single space, like these adorable leaf frogs, while these bottom ones are larger animals that again go across 2 hexes. And let's quickly talk through the 8 letter A animals that I'm playing with, so you kind of know what I'm going for, and then we'll jump into the actual play of the game. Okay, so woodpeckers, they want to be next to trees. If they are, they score 4 victory points. Although importantly for all these effects, each thing can only be used once in scoring for a given card. So even though woodpeckers don't go on rivers, if I had it like this, both these woodpeckers couldn't use the same tree. This one could score 4, but then this one would be unable to and would need a new tree. And they cost 3 fruit and 1 leaf to play. And oh, never mind, they could go on marshes as well. They don't have to go on forests. Okay, and then leaf frogs, same cost, also pretty flexible. And they score 4 for being next to one of the river flowers. Okay, the slightly more expensive small animals, a tamarin, which costs 5 fruit, scores based on the number of animals in its habitat. And what habitat means is contiguously connected hexes of the same type. So like this would be a 6 hex marsh habitat, 3 hex river habitat, 1 hex forest habitat. You get the idea. So you count the number of animals that are not tamarins. Look at the little fine print there. So if there are 4 other animals or 5, then each tamarin would be worth 3 victory points in that area, and so on. And the toucan always scores 4 victory points. He doesn't care. He can also go. Both of them can go on any type of terrain. But if you place them on a bonus icon, like these seeds, you get to double it. So I would get 2 seeds instead of 1. Okay, and getting to the bigger boys, the macaw and caiman are basically mirror images of each other, kind of like the woodpecker and the leaf frog. The macaw wants a ton of forest in its habitat, so the joined group of forest that it's in, and the caiman wants a bunch of flowers in the river that it's in. Then last two, most expensive, 8 and 10 fruit. The giant otter just wants to be on a giant habitat with tons of hexes connected, like a huge forest. And the jaguar wants to be next to lots of animals, non-jaguar animals it can eat. It gets 3 victory points for each, up to a max of 15. And you get like nice little explanations of how each one works. Pretty straightforward stuff. All right, so with the billion options I have before me laid out, let's get to the game. And actually, I should look at the nature cards, although the Automa has a good chance of getting rid of some of these. So currently, the endgame ones could score based on flowers, score based on the second largest habitat, which doesn't quite go with giant otters too well, or score based on the number of birds. Ooh, the Hoatzin is a bird. So if I get like a lot of toucans and woodpeckers and macaws, that could be pretty good. Or I could go for a more flower-focused strategy and get a bunch of leaf frogs and caimans. Or hey, I could try to do both because I got 20 turns. But with these tiles, I think what I'm going to try to do is get my Hoatzin out the first turn and then maybe set up for a woodpecker and a leaf frog soon. So I'm going to spend 1 leaf and 1 water to get my first tree and my first flower. And let's go and get the bonuses for them. So this one means I draw another token from my bag. And it's another leaf, okay. And this one means I get another seed for a wild. And you do have to keep track of which things are played, because like most deck or bag builders, if I got a bunch of drawing stuff and ran out of things in my bag, I would not draw the things that were played. So I'll just put those off to the side for now. All right, so what do I want to do with this stuff? I could get a terrain tile for a leaf. I like expanding my capacity to hold on to tokens. You know what? I'm going to burn 1 of my seeds and 1 water. That's 2 water total to bump this track up. So now I can hold 2 tiles at the end of my turn. And I get to cull 1 immediately, which has to be in my play area or in my discard boat. I mean, 1s aren't the best thing because you can buy 2s, 3s, and 4s, but you can't buy 1s. I start with 2 of each of these, so that's like all the ones I have. Well, let's burn a water and try to remember to buy another water later. And then, yeah, I am going to spend another tree, or another leaf, sorry, to get my first new tile. And let's see, the current offer, if I'm going for like flowers and trees. Oh, do I need to go for flowers? If I want a lot of birds, the woodpecker needs trees, the macaw needs trees, and the toucan doesn't care. So maybe, well, I guess this is the best like tree habitat to go for. And again, it needs to connect on at least 2 hex sides. So here, let's get like my water and my forest going. Actually, let's do it like that. All right. And for all of these, the nature cards, the hex tiles, you just draw another one whenever you finish one up. And I'm going to hang on to both of these coins, hopefully buy something much bigger. The seeds don't count against your supply, like how much you can hold, so they just go away. All right, so I end my turn and go into cleanup. I'm going to discard those 3. Get to draw 5 new tokens. Oh, I just realized I'm going to go through my entire bag because I drew an extra one. You start with 10. So it is nice. The boats just let you pour them right back in. All right, well, as planned, I have a ton of money to buy stuff with, and I got my first fruit. We'll see how things go in a moment. But after each cleanup turn, boop. All right, so nothing's going to happen. They're not going to start stealing animals and messing with cards and stuff until turn 3. Well, not that that matters too much. Oh, I forgot. Let's go ahead and put down... Oh, so he has to be on tree and water. So I guess... Oh, no, tree and anything. Actually, let's go here. I could have... Oh, shoot. I could have trashed another tile before I went into my bag. Let's say I trashed the 1 green that was in my discard. There we go. That seems fair. And all right, going again. The turns tend to be pretty fast as long as you can decide what to do. 4, 6, 7. I want to get more fruit because you can't actually play any animals with only 2. But I also want to replace the 1s for like water and leaves with something better. So what if I get... That's 3, 6. What if I buy those? Which is going to cost, 6 coins. And newly purchased stuff again goes straight into your discard. And then, I could use the seed to go in and get a woodpecker. That would get me 3 food and a leaf. Kind of like that until I have time to buy another fruit. So yeah, let's go ahead and spend these to get a woodpecker, which gets 4 points if it's placed next to a tree. And the Hoatzin isn't like using this tree to score because he's not checked at the end of the game. He's just going to give me that ongoing power. All right, boop. So there we go. We got our first non-special animal on the board, and we've scored some points. I'm going to hang on to this as we go into cleanup. And, okay. Well, we'll see what we can do with that in a second. And Comet goes here. All right, so what do I want to do? I need to get more terrain tiles. That's pretty clear. I want to get a froggy at some point. I definitely want to save some money to buy a bigger fruit. Although, I want to probably keep the fruit. Oh, no, I can't do anything with it yet. Well, here, I can use my power once per turn. Let's do this. So I'll spend 2 leaves to get another tile. And I want a bigger forest, I think. Well, okay. I guess... do I want to do like that? Sure. We can try that. I'm going to spend my single leaf to get a tree because my Hoatson gives me a 1 discount, so I only need 1 leaf. Oh, and I get a seed. Nice. Where do I want to put the tree? This lets you discard up to 2 terrain tiles or cards from the nature cards to try to dig for something better, which actually I don't think I hate. If I'm going to go for a giant forest, maybe put some otters on. Here, let's discard both of these and keep the 3 forest one there. And dig. Ooh, there we go for more with big forest. Now I've got a seed. So let's keep the coins as planned. Let's make that a 3rd fruit again with 1 water, which is exactly enough to get a leaf frog that wants to be next to a flower. I've got a flower. Yep, there we go. 4 more points. So what do I have to get to? 140 for gold? Well, we'll try for silver or bronze. All right, so I'm keeping my 2 coins. And good, getting a bunch more as I'd hoped. I guess I can move this guy to the side, right? But let's show you what happens when the comet gets on with the little comet tokens. We are going to draw one of their 8 tokens from this bag. And it's double-sided when we resolve both sides, animal side first. So they're going to basically throw away the animal type indicated, in this case, a single macaw, giving me fewer to place out for my own devices. Now, importantly, if there were no macaws left, so the Automa couldn't get rid of any of them, then this tile is trashed out of the game and a replacement is drawn. So they do keep on getting rid of animals. All right, so the macaw's gone. Then you flip it over. They're getting rid of the 3rd nature card from here. Really? I was just thinking about going for the flock thing. Oh, well. But now, okay, tamarins are worth more. And then they're advancing on the indicated track over here. And they can lock you out of these bonuses that are once per player if they advance far enough on the tracks to get them. And then additionally, their score for flowers and trees is subtracted from yours before you see if you met the target score. So it does matter in a few ways. And the drawn token is discarded, but once there are 3 in here, so after the 3rd comet turn, they get shuffled back in. So they could be going after the same animals again. You're not sure. But whatever, we don't care about them. We want to get some fruit, right? So let's see. 2, 4, 6, 7. Ooh, is exactly enough to get a 3 fruit, which with the 2 I already have is enough to get tamarins, toucans, not quite macaws or caimans yet. And then should I use any of the water or the thing? Well, I guess I should be trying to get flowers and trees every turn I can because of the bonus for them. Yeah, and I can actually do both or get a terrain tile. Which do I want to do? I mean, again, having a ton of trees is going to go well with macaws. Having a ton of flowers is going to go well with caimans. Both are going to let me get woodpeckers and leaf frogs down. So let's spend 2 to get a flower, and then 1 with my discount to get a tree. Oh, wait. Well, let's see, before I do the tree discount, let's see what I draw with my hand bonus. And I got my 2 fruit. We'll hang on to that until we draw the 3 one. I need to put out my flower. Let's go here, and I can trash, the played 1 coin. Those are clearly the worst. Even 2 coins tend to be a bit of a drag once you get late game. Okay, now I'm still going to spend the 1 leaf with my bonus to afford a 3rd tree. Let's see, I could put a woodpecker here. I assume I'll go outwards, so let's put that there. And that's right, woodpeckers can go on marsh or forest, so I could put them there or there to get some seeds. Nice. And I'll save my 2 fruit and hope to draw the 3 fruit that I just bought to actually get somebody. And, ooh, I got it. Okay, so I'll have to decide what I want to go for. All right, turn 4. So turn 5, they're going to give me a seed. Turn 6, they'll be messing with stuff again. All right, what do I want to do now? So 5 fruit would get me a tamarin. 5 fruit and 2 water would get me a toucan, which, remember, gets 4 victory points, can go on any terrain, and would immediately double whatever bonus I'm getting. Getting 2 seeds is not a bad thing at all. So sure, let's get a toucan. 1 of 4, and let's put him there and get 2 seeds. Again, that's the ability of Toucan A to double whatever you land on. I guess I'll save the money until I get more. Should I go for more stuff, I guess? I could get another flower with that and my Hoatson bonus, or with this to get me to 3 leaves to get to a tree. Although I could save both of these and just go for the flower with my bonus. Let's do that for now and see what else comes out. So 1 plus my power gets me another flower, and frogs can also go on marshes, so they could go there. But either way, let's put it there. And hey, I can get, macaws in this forest. I should probably also think about getting a caiman in this river because they're going to benefit from having a bunch of flowers in the same area. All right, yeah, I'm keeping both of these and my seeds. Gives me some nice options, I think. And okay, no fruit. I probably want to buy like more coins with these coins. I'll think about that on the next turn because I called away the one, but I need some purchasing power to get the bigger other tokens. And oh, I forgot. I get another. Wow, I got 3 seeds. All right, so if I want to go for more money, that's 5 or 6. 5 will buy me a 3 coin. Let's get that. And then I need 3 leaves or 3 water, not be counting my discount for the next tree or flower. Or I could get another terrain tile, which would cost 2. That certainly seems like a good thing to do. Although I'd be wasting my bonus, but I'll come back to that in a second. So let's go ahead and get another terrain tile. So with how things are going now, I kind of want to get like water and forest. Although that's really far away to like connect up. What if I go like that? Oh no, that's separating the water. What am I doing here? How about this one? Expands my forest, but with like a single water tile placement, I can expand my river too. And then I should be able to like do the caiman and macaw thing pretty well. Okay, and then I don't want to be wasteful, so I'm going to use my 1 leaf and a seed to get to 2, which was my discount will be 3, and I can get another tree. Let's see, I can put a woodpecker there and there for those. So let's go ahead and get a seed, I guess. And I got my 3 money again. I need more fruit so I can like expand. I got a lot of animals I could place like spots for them. Oh, speaking of animals, they're about to steal some. All right, who's it this time? 2 woodpeckers. Ouch, that only leaves 3 left. And then they're stealing this for having a lot of flowers. I mean, I could have kind of used that, but that's okay. And instead I get copy a macaw. Choose a macaw and collect the same score. Macaws are the ones that want a ton of trees. I've already got 4 trees in 1 forest. If I can get a macaw there and get that card, got for 6 water though. But that'd be worth how much? A 4-tree forest is worth 5. A 6 is worth 7. So I definitely want to expand my tree operation if I want to make that really score. And they're going on the tree track again. So minus 2 points for me. They're going to do a bunch. Ooh, I get to trash something there. When does that happen? At the end of cleanup or the beginning? When cleanup has been completed. So the chances that I'll have like something meaningful in my discard is somewhat crapshoot. We'll see what happens. All right, let's see. With 5 and 2 water, I can get another toucan. Do I want to? I mean, they're worth 4, but not really comboing with anything else. Ooh, maybe better with 6 and 2 water, I could get a caiman and go ahead and put them like maybe right there in my river and then just keep on adding flowers. I like that. But, or should I go water there and go ahead and trash something? Well, here, let's spend 5 coins first to get another 3 coin because I'm still feeling like the lack of buying power. And then I'll have a 1 coin in the played area if I want to put the caiman there to trash it. And then, yeah, let's do 5 with a 6th fruit from the seed plus 2 water to buy our first caiman. Has to be on river and 1 other space. Even though I'm cutting into the forest, should I do this? Whatever. I just want to get rid of these cruddier tokens quickly. And then I guess I'll save this 1 water. Yeah, because the next flower costs 3. Although I could use a seed and my bonus. Yeah, let's do that. I want to try to take advantage of that bonus as often as I can. Oh, crap, that gets me another draw from my bag? It's a leaf. I'll just hang on to it, I guess. Where do I want to put this flower? I guess over here. Just got to remember to connect those rivers together. All right, there we go. Odd mishmash of tokens. Okay, let's do the comet. And they are going to have a 3rd tile, so they will put them back in the bag after this. So they are attacking 2 tamarins. I don't care about that. I haven't really done anything with them yet. Well, maybe I should be. I'm not saying I'm good at the game. They're going to get rid of this one. Size of your 2nd largest habitat. Again, that would have actually been a decently good one for me, but I have to have so much water built up because, since I'm building like a big forest and a big river, I could have actually probably scored well with that, but too late. And they're doing a forest again or a tree. Stop doing the tree track. If they do the same track over and over, they're going to get way more points. Okay, choose a habitat and collect 2 stars for each different life within. Costs 8 water, but I mean, 1, 2, 3. Oh, and trees are a different type of life, so that's 4. And then I'll certainly have at least 1 macaw in there. That'd be 5. I could get like a tamarin in there, maybe. That'd be 6. Could get a toucan in there. That could be a lot of points. Maybe I'll buy some water. I don't know. We're getting kind of close to the halfway point here, and I don't feel like I'm doing that good. All right, I do have some terrain tiles that would join this up if I care to purchase them. Could also get more trees and more flowers, of course. Well, sure. Let's do 2 leaves to get another terrain tile. Lock in the river thing. This one looks nice to me. Ka-chonk. Hey, came in. Look, you got a bigger river now. And then I think I'm going to do a leaf and a seed and my bonus. So that's 2 leaves plus the bonus from the Hoatzin to get a seed right back and get another tree. Although, man, I'm really doing too many trees here, aren't I? Okay, we'll keep on layering it in there to try to get some macaws later. And then 4 money. That gets us a 2 fruit. I think I'm still a little light on fruit. All right, and then 3 river will get us a flower, so sure. Keep feeding the caiman. And, of course, it's getting free victory points. And, contrast something there. The ones, maybe? Or the coins? No, but they'll let me buy more stuff. Yeah, let's trash the other one, water we haven't trashed yet. We're almost done with all the ones in my bag. Ooh, this is perfect. Look, I had exactly 5 tokens left in my bag, which means I don't have to shuffle yet, so I'll have things in my discard to benefit from the Comet discard I'm about to get. Actually, here, let's trash the green leaf. I'll show you what I mean. From this advancing. Okay. Oh, whoops, I forgot to shuffle these back in. All right, what the heck am I doing here? 7 money and 5. I could get a tamarin for the 5 money, or sorry, the 5 fruit by itself. They don't need water or anything else. Each tamarin score is based on the number of animals in its habitat. If I put them in that big forest, there's a caiman, a woodpecker, and a, my special one. So that's close to 3, but not that great. Although then if I have the tamarin in there and I can get this just within card, it's another 2 victory points, although, God, 8 water. Well, first my 7 money. Let's get another 3 fruit, although I should probably buy some more leaves and water next, I think. And then, fine, I'll do a tamarin, I don't know. I feel like I'm maybe spreading myself too thin here. I can still fit, I got tons of marshes to fit woodpeckers around if I ever buy the last few. Oh, gosh, that is a weird, not great to draw. I'll figure out what to do with that in a second. But we got to do one of these first. And who are they coming after this time? Oh, man, another macaw? There's only 2 macaws left, you butts. That means another tree track, right? Yep. And they're getting rid of the baby tamarins, which I don't care as much about as that just within one, if I can somehow get 8 water. And there we go. Man, shoot, this is... I don't like this. I don't want another tamarin. I can tell you that for free. Well, here, what if I use a 3 and a seed to get one of these woodpeckers, and here, I'll get the seed right back. Boom. And then I can use 4 coins to buy, I don't know, another watery thing. Sure. I'll go for more leaves next. That costs 3, but I just lose the change. That way I can keep these 4 for when I draw other stuff, hopefully. Yeah, I'm realizing I just need more water and leaves in general, and I guess more fruit. I need more of everything. More of everything. That's what kind of game this is. Oh, and they're attacking again for a jaguar. That's okay. These are ones that want to be next to other animals, and they just caught 10 fruit straight up. And they do another tree. Do they ever do flowers? Oh, this one's actually interesting. This is an optional thing for me to do that same renew action where I can discard up to 2 things. We're up to 2 tiles. I'm actually okay with the tiles. I've got good water and forest options. The coffee macaw is still pretty good. What's verdant? Oh, per pair of tree and flower. That's awesome. I don't want to get rid of that. The bullet ant's expensive. The praying mantis not that good. Let's get rid of both of those. He would have let me for 6 water get a 4 token of my choice, like a 4, fruit or whatever. And he just lets me discard as many tokens as I'd like and draw the same amount to kind of try to dig into my bag more. But not that exciting. Okay, a similar thing. And, trash. Then collect the same type of token but +1 in value. That's pretty cool. So, trash a 2 fruit and get a 3 fruit. All right. Okay. So I can... Well, first things first, I do want to get a tree, which with 2 and my bonus is possible, because otherwise they're going to steal my chance to get this free seed here. Oh, wait, I have nowhere to put a tree. Well, I do have somewhere to put it, but it's kind of dumb. Well, here, I'll show you, but I'm still going to do it. I can put the tree over here to draw something, and then if I can connect this, it'll become part of the same forest, which I guess actually is not that dumb. So we'll do that. And I get, more fruit. So I could get a caiman again with all of that. Well, I want to get 3 and 3. I want to get maybe 2? No, I'm going to get a 2 leaf and a 2... 2 leaf and a 2 water. The 2 water, because I think maybe I do want to actually save up and try to get one of those really good cards. Okay, then I've got enough for a caiman with all of this, or a toucan with just that. There's 5 flowers there, so if I expand it, the caiman won't be a bad idea. So sure, let's go for our second caiman. I don't know. You can just hang it over here for now. And then I'll keep those for later. All right, now we're in the second half of the game, and they're taking another turn. And they are attacking the caiman. There's only 1 left after that, which I'm honestly okay with. I'm doing pretty well with them already. Oh, they're taking an insect finally and doing a flower finally. Thank you. All things would have been lovely earlier. All right. I need 3 leaves to get another terrain tile, which clearly, especially for my forest, space is a little bit tight. Yeah, so let's use the thing and do that. And I want to get this one that will connect the two I mentioned. Like that. There we go. Now that tree's in. That's 6 trees. Each macaw will be worth 7 already. I need to really get some more macaws, which means I need more leaves. Okay, and then... I guess I could get a macaw with this. Or sorry, a toucan instead of a caiman. I knew if I put it up here, it'll combo with my tamarin. And also just within if I can ever afford that. So sure, let's do that. Get another toucan, put them here. Oh, I can trash 2 things. Let's buy some stuff first then. I'm going to spend all 6 to get a 3 leaf. And then with my double trash from the toucan, bankrupt myself. See if that works out. And ooh, nice. They're giving me a seed. Okay. Get another toucan. Don't really want to do that. Kind of want to save the water and the money to save up for getting one of those like big token things, or one of the cards, sorry, that gives me bonus points. So what? I guess 5 would let me get the tamarin. Oh, macaws. I definitely need macaws. Let's do that. So 6 fruit with the seed and 2 leaves gets me a macaw, which remember score based on the forest. Or sorry, the trees in a forest. Oh, and perfect. Boom. That will... Let's lay them down. That will get me a seed right back. And like I planned, I'm going to save those for next turn. Ooh, and that's a lot of water. I got to be able to do something here. What is this? Turn 13? Yikes. Who are they grabbing up? Another jaguar. Oh, no, that's not a jaguar. That's a giant otter. But they're doing a flower, and I can do things again. Giant otters are solid for like what I'm doing. They just love huge habitats of any type. They have to be on 2 hexes of the same type to like be in one habitat. But yeah, one of them is gone. And I get to get rid of 2 things if I want, and they're getting a flower. All right. I've got 6 water, which is enough to buy the baby macaw. And I've already got a macaw on the board. So that's like a free 7 victory points. Yeah, what the hey, let's do it. I need 8 for the ones that are going to score me even more, but we'll see if they stick around long enough. What just came out? Waterfall. 3 for each most advanced tracker on the waterfall. Not quite sure how that works in solo. Oh, nice. They have clarifications. Yeah, they have like a nice kind of FAQ for every card. So if it's solo, I automatically win on the 2 tracks they aren't on, and I'm winning on trees and flowers too. So that'd be 12 points straight up for 5? What? That's way too good in solo. I got to grab that if I can. But anyway, that was 6 of those. All right, for 3 and 2, let's go and get a woodpecker. They're worth 4. Why not? I've got a billion trees to place them next to. All right, and then I'll save... Should I save the 5 money? Yeah, I still kind of want to get like some big fruit or some big leaves and water, so sure. Oh, there we go, some money. Oh, a lot of fruit and a lot of leaves. Okay, they do that. And... oh, there goes the last woodpecker. Now, even though they only take away 1, it still counts as having been useful. So only if I draw this again when there's actually 0 would this go away. And they're getting the first... oh, the what? The waterfall! Y'all tantalized me with that and took it away. And trees again, which means they've reached it. I mean, I guess I don't really care because the waterfall thing is gone now. What's this? Full jungle. Score based on unoccupied hexes. Oh, so if you just buy like a ton of terrain tiles, that doesn't really sound appealing to me. All right, I got 8 money. Which is 1 shy of getting like a 4 leaf or a 4 water. And I've got a lot of leaves and so I could get another macaw. Actually, that seems like the thing to do. I want to let them steal the last macaw. So that I need 6 and 2, overpaying. But this is going to be great. Let's put I don't know, like that. And then maybe it's a little crazy. I'm going to use my seed to make this 9 money and buy a 4 water to get those cool extra cards in here. Unfortunately, I drew the 4 and nothing else. So I'll just have to hang on to that, I think. Okay, 15. What are they going after now? Ah, there goes the last caiman. All right. Well, I don't really think. And they're going on the flower track. Yay, and getting an insect I wasn't going to get. Fine. All right, a few turns left. What do I really want to get? I mean, I have 2 caimans on the water, and then with my macaw card, 3 macaws in that forest. And they benefit from even numbers. I have 5 flowers and 6 trees currently, so I definitely want to get another flower if I can. And then like 2 more trees be pretty big. That would bump up, well, I guess it's 6 points for 2 trees. But also the tree track, I'm farther up. Oh, crap, but the problem I'm realizing is I can't do much of anything. If I want to keep that to try to buy a big card, I don't have enough food to get anybody to go with the leaf. 2 leaf is not enough to advance on any tracks. Shoot. I can buy, what can I buy? Oh, we're 4, I can get 2 more fruit. I feel like my fruit game has fallen behind a little bit. And then, maybe I'll discard that. Keep those, I guess. Didn't love any of that, but hey, there we go. Now I can buy one of those expensive cards, whichever one is best when I look. Oh, and no comet this turn. Okay. See, I've got 8 So Verdant, currently I have 5 flowers and 6. So that would be 10 already. And then I'm going to try to buy at least one more flower to move my Cayman score more. So that'd be 12. So 12 is probably the ceiling on that. This one, choose a habitat and collect 2 for each different life within. Certainly my forest is better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 14. And is that going to change much? I mean, besides like getting a giant otter or a jaguar in there, nothing else can go in there. Whereas Verdant like might go higher, although I don't know if I'll have time to make it go higher. So sure, let's get just within for all 8 water. And then, I was going to get a woodpecker, but there aren't any more. And what to, oh, man. I wish I had some seeds left. I guess I could keep both of these to get a better animal in a second. I don't have anything I can use 2 leaves for. I can't benefit from my bonus because I need more. Well, I can buy a second 2 leaf and then discard this one, I guess. That costs 3 coins by itself. All right, hey, there's some stuff. I don't know if it's stuff I want, but there it is. Okay, who are you attacking now? There's nothing I can't, like, steal some leaf frogs. That'd be fine. Macaws are gone, so that is trash. We draw again. Tamarins, there's only 1 left. And they get... they actually replaced the new card, which would have been 2 per woodpecker. Meh, not worth that much. And what comes out in its place? Score based on the number of animals on marsh habitats. I've not been doing marsh at all. It's all rivers and forests. So, okay. Oh, and they actually gain the lead on trees. Uh-oh. Okay. So I have this turn, move, next turn, move, next turn, move. So I have 3 turns left. I want to get at least 1 more flower. I want to buy that flower card. I don't know. I want to do a lot of stuff. I mean, I could try to go for more trees to make my macaws worth more, but I would need also another tile because I don't have any freaking forest left. I can put 1 tree down and that's it. Yeah, and all the macaws are gone. That's 8 food. I could get a giant otter, but where would I put them? I really haven't left myself any space for them is the problem. Because I need to have 2 in the same territory and I want it to be a big territory. So I don't have 2 spots. Well, you know what? Here, let's use the 3 to get another terrain tile. And I get to switch out cards. Okay. Verdant is still awesome. Let's get rid of both of these. Now, what's that? Score based on a number of mammals. That's otters, jaguars, and tamarins. That's not great for me. Choose a flower and collect 2 per different adjacent life. So it's actually pretty good because you can count flowers. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 8 victory points for 5 water. I mean, hey, if I don't get enough water to get one of the better things, that's not too bad. But all right, that's that. Yeah, now I want to do the... I didn't actually get the terrain tile. Let's go like this. Mainly because I want to be able to get that with the giant otter. How big is this forest? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Ooh, it just makes it to 11 points. Heck, yeah. So I'll definitely buy a giant otter for that. And that lets me put a new terrain type in an empty hex. Let's see what that's going to be best for. Costs all of this, by the way. I mean, I have room for 1 more leaf. Let's make the forest a little bit, or maybe I'll have a chance to fit an otter in there. And then I have these. I could use this to get another flower, which I need to do for many reasons, so let's do it. That's with my bonus getting me to the 3, and hey, then I get a seed. It's been a while since I got one of those. Clearly, I'm not putting very many tree frogs out, so whatever, we'll just put it there. But it's 2 points for advancing on the track. I think 2 points for each of my caimans. So that was like a 6-point flower, if I'm counting right. And 8 points if I get Verdant, which I hope to, maybe. And I'll hang on to you, whatever, I don't care about you. All right, so I get another bad thing, and then 2 more turns. What are they grabbing? Caimans are already gone, trashed. And instead, woodpeckers are already gone, trashed. They're finally going to be forced to get something else. Jaguars, there's 1 left of them, which I don't think I'm going to get around to buying. I don't have that many fruits, but, they go on the forest track again, stupid. It's 3 more points for them, and I get to trade out 2 cards. Well, cards are terrain tiles, I should say. That one's fine for a cheaper option. No. And then I don't know, one of these things. Ooh, collect 1 seed for every 2 trees? That's actually kind of cool. That would get me 3 seeds for 5 water. But, Okay, speaking of water, I've got 6. Should I get this thing? Which again is worth 2, 4, 6, 8, 10? I mean, 10 for 6 is crazy because the Verdant is only worth 12. I think, yeah, I'm going to do it. Okay, so that's 6 water to get that. And what came out? Score based on the number of animals in general. I don't think I have that many animals. Okay, and then I got this. Oh, but I don't have any woodpeckers to put out. Well, let's buy something and save these for next turn, I would say. 6 gets me another big water. Hopefully I'll be able to get to it before the game ends. I really don't know. This is my last draw. 3, 4, oh no. And 5. Nope, we're not going to buy Verdant this game. All right, here's their final move. which is 2 that's the first time they've done that. 2 tree frogs, get rid of an insect, okay, and get a flower move. And that's it. I'll do my final turn and we're done. That's maximum points. I can get a tree frog for that. That's probably the best I can do. That's worth 4 points to me. Ooh, and if I put it next to the one flower with that near the flower thing, that's actually worth 6 points. That seems excellent. So yes, boop, we got that. Okay, and then, I don't know what to do with these. Well, I guess 4 leaves gets me here with another tree. Worth 2 points at least. It does not increase the amount of my forest enough to matter otherwise. Oh, I've got this. Hold on. Can I do another advance? Probably not. Yeah, because 4, so I could have used this, and my bonus, which would leave me with 2 leaves, which can't do anything. Nope, never mind. So I've got some money. I could move an animal or trash coins. I don't think any of that matters. Well, actually, here, tamarins like animals in their habitat, so sure, I'll spend the money to move toucan over into the forest. Yay! Got 1 more point. All right, so let's count things up. Then we'll subtract the AI score and see. I can't imagine I got the gold. Maybe I got the silver? Probably not. All right, after a little break, I had to go pick up my kid from school and then go grocery shopping. Slightly a longer break than I wanted. Let's see how we did. So, woodpeckers for card A. Each one that's next to a tree scores 4. So, 4, 8, 12. 12 for woodpeckers. Okay, frogs, 4, 8. All right. And then the tamarins, what are they again? Number of animals in its habitat, not counting tamarins. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 8. Ooh, 5. Okay, not great, but not too terrible. Gosh, you have to do a lot of work just to make them worth more than the basic guys. Okay, toucans are just worth 4 each, so 8. Easy peasy. Macaws, they were trees, right? Yeah. So 2, 4, 6, 7. So I didn't quite make it there. So that's 7 times 2 is 14. Yes, I have a card that's going to give me more for them in a second, but we'll get to it. Okay, and then caimans should be similar. 2, 4, 6. I think it's the same. Yeah, also 7 each, so 14 again. And then the one giant otter, how much was it? 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 16, 17. So that's 11. And I never got a jaguar. Just to see if I had 10 feet, it would have been the best spot for them. They get 3 for every animal they're next to. I mean, I kind of took out all the best spots. Like here would have gotten me 12. Okay, but they never got placed. Okay, now my cards. All right, so I copy a macaw. That's just 7. Then, oh, right. I'm picking this one, right? So for every different life. So frog, flower, that's 4. Caiman, that's 6. Toucan, that's 8. And macaw, that's 10. Is that it? I don't know. I thought that one was better. Okay, plus 10. And then choose a habitat, 2 for each different life within. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Heck yeah. Okay, so what is that all together? It's 26 and 33. Not bad. Okay, now the tracks. This one is nothing. You have to get pretty far to score. For this one, I got 10, but minus 13, so let's say minus 3 total. And for this one, I beat them by 4. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong one. Minus 3. And then for here, I beat them by 4. Oh, I forgot. Seeds are worth 1 at the end each, so I got 1 there. And then this is not used in solo. If you're the person who ends the game, you get a plus 5 bonus. So let's count it all up. 107. That is a solid silver, right? Wasn't silver 100 or was it 110? Hey, 100. Oh my gosh, 140. Pfft. I mean, I do feel like I spread myself out a lot in this game, trying to get like a little bit of everything. Maybe if I'd hyper focus, I would have done better. But there you go. That is Life of the Amazonia. So let's talk about this one for competitive and solo play. First of all, let's talk about the components. The meeples are adorable. The art is lovely. And things like the big waterfall are fun. Now, again, the cardboard is a bit thin. I haven't seen any damage, but just to be aware of. If you want to upgrade to the wooden components, I can attest that they are lovely, but you're adding quite a lot of money to the cost of the game. So for a charming euro, I'm not sure if people want to spend that much, but yes, the components are very nice. Now, the actual gameplay I've found quite varied. In fact, I played already with my son a game with the A animals, and I went for, I still got some of the same things. Like, you do tend to splash into a lot of pots, so it's not like you're going to be doing things completely differently each game. But yes, I definitely focused on different things this game than the last one. The last one, I think I only did what was it? It was like I built a ton of terrain tiles, like got to so many leaves and got like woodpeckers and giant otters. I think I was like the main focus, and maybe some macaws. That was like the main focus of my last game. This one I branched out a bit more. Last game I didn't get like any of the water things. Here I did. So I think there's some good variety. And when you switch into new types of the animals, here, this will kind of show you. So now you want woodpeckers grouped together with trees, or what do tamarins do? They want to be next to life in general, so like trees and flowers and such. And there are 4 of these, and they get even more different. So I think the variety is very good. Add on to that the special animals that are going to give you like ongoing powers and stuff. Now, it's not like a completely different game, but I think if you like those tactical nuances and like kind of aiming for different things as you're scoring, the game's going to give you a lot of variety there. And that's taking away little things like which terrain tiles are out, which of these cards are out, although I never bought any insects in this game. Now, the bag building, I love bag builders, and this is another one that I think offers incredibly tense decisions. Because you saw in the game, you could potentially want a little bit of everything. The game like really wants you to kind of, I want lots of money. I want lots of leaves. I want lots of water. I want lots of fruit. And you can't do it all. Now, in my play, I did kind of maybe omni-focus a bit too much. But I think the challenge of what to cull and when, what to buy into and when, like if I had not culled my single leaves and my single waters so quickly, I could have much more easily bought a ton of leaf frogs and woodpeckers, which need just a single water or leaf. So yeah, there's really good decisions here. I think the deck building is cool. And I love the ability to hold on to 1 or 2 or eventually 3 tokens so that like if your card, or not your card, if your token draw luck is off, that you can still like build the combos you need. And then the spatial puzzle of building out all your stuff is great. Now, I will say it intimidated my 12-year-old quite a bit. Now, he still enjoyed the game a lot. He still did well with it. But there are like a lot of things going on. Having 8 actions to choose from right off the bat, the fact that you can spend every type of resource on multiple things, including all these tracks and upgrades, can be pretty intimidating, but that also gives it its strategic meat and its variety in play. So I wouldn't change anything of this, but just be aware if you're playing it like with your families or your little kids, it might be a bit much for them until they have some time to acclimate to it. Now, as for the solo mode, I think it's good. It takes things away from you. It changes up and varies like which animals are going to be available for your scoring. Now, yes, you're just trying to get your own highest score and not like directly playing against an automa. But again, like I said earlier, it's not really beat your own score because they give you specific targets to go for and you can kind of aim to try to get gold. I appreciate that. And the fact that they have so many different scenarios that have like little special rules and things and then change up which animals you're using really give the solo mode quite a bit of legs. Now, don't get me wrong, like most Euros is the kind of game that I think will be best if you're going to play it competitively and solo. I don't know if the solo is worth it for the price all by itself, but I think it's really good. I think it does a nice job at what it's trying to do. So yeah, Life of the Amazonia, definitely a recommendation for me and from my family. We've all been enjoying it. And again, if you don't mind spending a whole bunch of extra money, the wood components are really nice. And again, even without them, the little meeples are friggin' adorable. Just love these. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, and a special thank you to our biggest Patreon supporters, J. William F., Pedro Lucas, Nick Skeen, Miles, Wayne Scott, and Steve Wren. We'll see you at the next stop.